2020. What a year, what a year. The COVID-19 pandemic, the killings of African Americans, the Black Lives Matter protest, the challenges associated with the U.S. presidential election, and so much more. But there is a silver lining amidst the darkness. That silver lining is that through it all, there are those individuals who continue to serve our communities. During these challenging times, it is very important that we remain hopeful and encouraged. And what better way to do that than to uplift and celebrate the selfless community heroes that continue to put the needs of others ahead of their own. Therefore, the decision was made by the Annapolis Alumnae chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated to honor African American males providing a significant impact on the youth and communities of Anne Arundel County by awarding them with the 2020 Legacy of Leadership Award. So you might ask, why African American males? Why the title Legacy of Leadership? Here's why. In a society where an African American man is deemed a threat merely because of the color of his skin, it is important to remind them that their lives matter, that the good they do matters, that the difference they make matters, and that their legacy matters. A legacy is defined as a gift or a bequest that is handed down, endowed, or conveyed from one person to another. But a legacy is more than that. A legacy is sharing resources, knowledge, and experience with others, which is far more valuable than personal possessions. One's legacy is the dash between the beginning of life and the end of life. It's what is done during one's lifetime, thereby positively impacting the lives of others, giving back, leaving a roadmap to success. That dash is powerful, and these men are powerful, powerful leaders. Leadership is the ability to lead, influence, or guide others. These men are leaders, hence the title, Legacy of Leadership Award. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join the Annapolis Alumnae chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated in celebrating the 2020 Legacy of Leadership Award recipients.
Mr. Annapolis currently works for the City of Annapolis Mayor's Office of Community Engagement with a focus on developing outreach programs to support youth and families in underserved communities. Some of the programs he is involved with include Uplift Annapolis, Naptown Anti-Dope Movement, and a Jones Summer Camp, to name a few. He is also an advocate for economic equity and socially conscious development.
How y'all doing today? My name is Annapolis, and I'd like to thank the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated of Annapolis for choosing me to be one of the 2020 Legacy of Leadership Award recipients. I'm very humbled and thank you all for choosing me. I was born in downtown Annapolis at the old hospital and have lived in Annapolis most of my life. I graduated from Broadneck High School and I graduated from Morgan State University where I received my bachelor's in economics. I've worked in banking and retail for several years, and I've also started my own companies and have tried to always be a part of the Annapolis community in a positive way. I thank my parents for always having me involved in different civic organizations, and my grandmother, who is a bishop, for allowing me to experience working in the nonprofit world from a young age. And through her work, I was able to learn about, community and how to work with people in a positive way, even through stressful times or tough situations. I currently work for the City of Annapolis as the African American Community Service Specialist for the Mayor's Office. Through this work, I've developed programs such as the Naptown Anti-Dope Movement, a overdose prevention program, No Harm, a violence intervention program, Startup Annapolis, which is a workforce development program that focuses on using technology and alternative training methods, and Take Care Annapolis, which I co-coordinate with Laura Gutierrez, and that is a health education outreach program. I also helped start a community incubator at Stanton Center called the Fish Tank. And all these programs and initiatives wouldn't be possible without all the community partners that I work with. And I thank all of them for working with me and the city to help create programs to help people in need and to deliver services to people that are looking for resources and different services to better their quality of life. So again, I thank all of you, and please continue to support our city as we focus on working towards one Annapolis.
Mr. Commissar Brown, aka Cell Spitfire, is a multidisciplinary artist from Annapolis, Maryland, specializing in painting, graphic design, entrepreneurial skills, and local outreach through art. He is actively engaged with various youth programs, including the recent mural projects in collaboration with Future History Now. He is also a teaching artist with Future History Now and one of the directors at Black Excel.
Hi, my name is Commissar Brown. I'm a graphic designer, artist, and owner of Cell Spitfire Paintings and Designs. I'm an Annapolis resident here in the Greenbrier community, which is located in Ward 3. I've learned some of my early art teachings from my mom, and also attending the Salvation Army after school program, and then graduating with an art degree from the Art Institute of Atlanta. Since moving back home, I've made it my mission to find success right here in my backyard, to inspire the next generation that anything is possible with art, focus, and determination. Over the last year or so, I've partnered with several nonprofits and community action groups to find common goals to shape our youth with workshops, programs, and creative projects to stimulate their minds. A few partners I would like to mention and recognize are Dee Ward of Black Excel and Harold Mo Lloyd of Superior Future for the work we've done over the summer with the Newtown Community Development Corporation, helping kids stay smart, safe, and active during this pandemic. And also Jeff Huntington of Future History Now with the great art projects we've done around Annapolis. My main focus has always been to share my life experiences and business knowledge with the youth, and just being that role model that I wish I had growing up. So with that, I would like to thank the Annapolis Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated for their 2020 Legacy of Leadership Award. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alderman Dewan Gay won a write-in campaign at age 22 to become the youngest city council member in the history of the city of Annapolis. His experience as a member of the Boys and Girls Club and later as a junior staff counselor instilled in him the need to contribute to his community. He focused on residents who had a need, especially those whose lives were as similarly challenged as his had been. In 2017, he raised $15,000 to install air conditioning units in 83 homes in Eastport Terrace. Mr. Alan Griffin is the president of B&A Brothers Scholarship Fund, a charitable nonprofit that supplies book scholarships to eligible Black male students entering undergraduate studies. He is also a member of Annapolis Alumnae chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, where he leads the Kappa League mentoring program, coordination of the annual Mother's Day brunch at Bowman House, tutoring at the Boys and Girls Club, and the annual Fall Festival and Ice Cream Social for 150 families in Annapolis Public Housing.
Good day, everyone, and to the lovely ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated, Annapolis Alumni Chapter. I am Brother Alan Griffin, a native of Baltimore, Maryland, and I currently reside in the Glen Burnie area for the last 32 years. I am humbled and honored to receive your 2020 Legacy of Leadership Award. I will say also that I've worked with your members in the community over the last 10 years, and I have firsthand knowledge of your commitment to see the residents of this area to lead a better lives. With that being said, I am the founder of B&A Brothers Scholarship Fund. We provide financial support for young men of color to pursue higher education. In addition to the B&A Brothers Scholarship Fund, I am also the owner-operator of B&A Brothers Driving Academy, located in the heart of Glen Burnie. With that being said, both entities are responsible for what we call Project Give Back. Project Give Back is a service of B&A Brothers that provides numerous events in partnership, including the present-day COVID-19, providing lunches and dinners to the staff at Baltimore Washington Hospital and to Johns Hopkins Hospital located in Glen Burnie. We also provide backpack programs. We partner with Hands of Hope and their Health Expo, Sigma Gamma Rho Youth Symposium. I am a proud initiative of 2009 of the Annapolis chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi, and I'm also the director of the Kappa League program, which is our mentoring program, our national mentoring program. Finally, I would like to believe that I am driven by this quote that says, "Service is the rent we pay. It is the very purpose of life, not something you do in your spare time." Peace and blessings, and God bless.
Linwood David Jackson Jr. was taught by his parents the importance of helping the less fortunate. He volunteers regularly at Asbury Town Neck Church in the food ministry, feeds the homeless families who live at BWI Airport, and as a member of the Move Road chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, he prepares and delivers holiday baskets, distributes school supplies, and supports community cleanup events.
Hi, my name is Dave Jackson. I currently reside in Severna Park, Maryland. I was born and raised in Baltimore City. Immediately after high school, I joined the United States Army and spent 18 years of my life in several conflicts, traveling around the world, helping out the less fortunate. I wanted to bring that same tenacity and energy back to my own community to help out the less fortunate. We've had a program at BWI where we made sandwiches and helped out at least 100 people on Tuesdays and Thursdays every month. I've also helped out and been a part of the program at Asbury Town Neck United Methodist Church in Severna Park, where we've had a food program and food giveaway where we've helped out at least 1,000 to 1,500 people every month. I'm also a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated in Annapolis, and we've also participated in holiday food giveaways. At this point in time, I would like to thank Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated for this award. Thank you.
Harold Lloyd III is a 2020 graduate of Frostburg State University with a major in Law and Society and Political Science with a minor in Sociology. He is a prominent local activist in Annapolis and founder of Superior Future Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that focuses on creating educational and recreational programs in Annapolis. He also hosts a very successful toy drive each Christmas with a focus on collecting books, toys, and bikes. William F. Rao is a senior advisor to the mayor in the city of Annapolis with a focus on high-level policy and community engagement. His unwavering commitment to fostering inclusive governance and social/institutional justice is evidenced by his policy work with Caucus of African American Leaders, NAACP, Future History Now, Nicole, Maryland Commission on African American History and Culture, Johns Hopkins Center for Gun Policy and Research, and countless other organizations. He is also a youth mentor for an Annapolis nonprofit organization.
Hello, my name is William Rowell, and I'd like to begin first by thanking Delta Sigma Theta for their efforts at recognizing those who are working in communities in the city of Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, Maryland, by proxy the entire nation. I hail from the Mulberry Hill neighborhood in Annapolis, where my family has lived for a very long time. It's historically African-American community. And my My day job is in politics. I work in the mayor's office of the city of Annapolis as senior advisor to the mayor, and a lot of my work in the community has been focused on elevating voices and empowering those voices who, for decades, one could actually say probably since the history of colonial Annapolis, their voices have not been heard and they have not been elevated, and there hasn't been substantial investment in those communities. So a lot of my work is just being at the table, listening, hearing, and having the access to be able to elevate those concerns and voices. I'm most proud of the fact that, aside from the part that I play, is being able to acknowledge the backs that I've been able to stand on to do the work that we do and to actually be at the tables that we're at. And that includes my father, Randy Rowell, my mother, DeSheryl Rowell, my grandparents, my extended family, including Claudia Postel, who is a member of your esteemed society, as well as just brother, sister, cousins, my daughters, Sophia, Amelia, and Lila, have all contributed to the work that I do and the reasons why I do the work that I do. But I must also say that the most important piece is the values that propel me to do the work that I do. And that is that we have an obligation to our ancestors as descendants of enslaved people, but also descendants of very proud people who were not enslaved. And it is our duty, I believe, to work in our communities to kind of right some of the wrongs. And so all of us play a part in that community efforts, everything from literacy efforts involving education, health disparities, police reform, all things dealing with social justice, as well as really taking a really hard look at how economic viability and economic empowerment is extremely important for us as a community of people. Understanding that we're not monolithic nor homogeneous, but we are a people who share a history, and it is important that we continue to fight towards understanding our true power and our true footprint in places like the city of Annapolis. So I want to thank you all for your efforts at furthering that, but also in recognizing people that play a role in that. And again, I play a somewhat small, specialized role in that. But I will say that it is a role that was not invented yesterday or today or will not be invented tomorrow. It's actually a role that has been extremely important institutionally and otherwise in our communities. And some people have really put a lot of very hard work without the access to resources that a person like myself has. So that's what propels me, and I hope it propels others. So thank you.
Drake Smith was elected as the 2020-2021 student member of the Board of Education. Prior to being elected as student member of the board, Drake was president of the Anne Arundel County NAACP Youth and College Division, where he dealt with community issues such as racism and inequities in the county. He also helped to successfully advocate for police body camera funding, as well as requirement of mandatory written apologies for students involved in bias-motivated behavior. Deontay Ward is the founder of Black, Becoming Leaders, Acquiring Critical Knowledge Excel. In 2019, he partnered with two nonprofits, the Newtown Community Development Corporation and Superior Futures, which spearheads a STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics program. During the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, in partnership with other organizations, he has served food to over 3,000 individuals, provided over 1,000 art projects, 500 gardening kits, 250 volcano STEM kits, 100 carpentry kits, and offered online events about mental health and financial literacy, and started a tutoring program to support youth now learning in a virtual environment. Kyle Williams is the CEO of Tunnel Vision Sports Apparel brand. In 2020, he founded the Chase Your Dream initiative to help people in communities by influencing, inspiring, and innovating with the purpose of pursuing a dream. Chase Your Dreams initiative has hosted a back-to-school drive, provided food and other supplies for underserved communities, hosted a virtual unity walk that raised money for food distribution, provided turkeys and other Thanksgiving necessities to over 400 families.
Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Williams and I am the CEO of Tunnel Vision, which is a for-profit sport apparel brand, and then I'm also the president of the Chase Your Dreams initiative, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. First and foremost, I want to take the time out to thank the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority for this gracious award. I appreciate you for nominating me, and I'm forever grateful for that. And let's get into what I do in the community. First and foremost, I am from Annapolis, Maryland originally. I grew up in the Glen Burnie area in Anne Arundel County, and I'm currently living in Severn, Maryland as well. Through our nonprofit organization, the Chase Your Dreams initiative, our mission is to inspire, influence, and to innovate with the purpose of chasing a dream. So what we do is we help provide resources and the skills to those out there, young and old, with the resources that they need to be able to get out there and chase your dreams. So what we do in the community is everything from scholarships to entrepreneurship programs, philanthropic efforts in terms of giving back, and a lot of different events. Right now, currently for the holidays, we're getting ready to feed about 500 families for Thanksgiving, giving out turkeys, other Thanksgiving supplies, and as well as this upcoming Christmas, we're going to do a huge bike drive for those unfortunate and in need of bikes this year for Christmas. Outside of that, we partner with a lot of other different organizations to help them excel in their efforts in supporting the community. And I just wanted to let you guys know that we're here, we're willing and able to work with everyone, and we're just trying to network and meet different people as well. So